Okay. Alright. Hello, fellow YouTubers. This video is going to be basically about the American Harvest Box by Trump. Basically, I'll tell you my opinion, and what you guys should do is really think about this. I mean, some of the people already know about it. It's a stupid idea, and it's the wrong idea. I mean, really, the people who think otherwise need to really think it through, and really, I'll try to explain my opinion of what would happen, and hopefully it won't happen. But again, basically, let's start from basically what's going to happen here so far, in my opinion. Alright, it's basically about the what Trump is trying to do is cut our food stamps to help for the tax cuts and stuff, and everything else. Well, let's see. So far, nobody, I don't know if you guys noticed lately, the tax cuts are really not helping for job placement or not. I want to show you a few things that I will post the links for all these websites. You can double check them, recheck them, everything in the description below this video. I did some fact checking myself. Okay, all right. I want to show you a few things. With the supposedly the tax cuts are supposedly supposed to help these people out to do for employment. So far, there is no signs of that whatsoever. Okay, alright, let's start here. Alright. How's that at? Okay. Close that out. Right here. It'll be about sometime the end of last year. Basically beginning of January. As Comcast has just quietly fired about hundreds of direct sales before Christmas. Okay, of last year. Basically, that's a lot of people that have been let go and need jobs. Okay. Here's another one. Basically, for Walmart, a bunch of Walmart, Sam's Clubs, and stores are closing up. More people looking for jobs. Again, and basically, people think there's a lot of jobs for everybody out there, but look at all the people, how many people are looking for jobs afterwards, and we got to compete with these people. It's like when a lot of people are too afraid. It was like the coal plants. Trump promised to keep the coal plants going, but they're still closing, of course. Again, you know, like the basically that's about Americans can't afford things. Okay. It's like basically for tourism, for people who come from other countries and visit our country for other things. You know, they're too afraid to come anymore because Trump is laying down a hammer of immigration. They're too afraid to come over here, and that's hurting our people for jobs for that situation. People have to let go people for the businesses that needed these people to work, like 440,000 jobs. You know, for tourism, it's gone. You know, Trump is screwing that over. Toys R Us. Basically, it's not Trump's fault with Toys R Us situation. Toys R Us was, but again, that's more on people who need looking for jobs. Toys R Us are filing for bankruptcy. A lot of them are going to be closing up now too. More people looking for work. Again. Okay. I'm just showing you all that exactly. You know, a lot of people out here are trying to look for work. The problem is there's a lot of other people looking for work too also. Okay. Alright. Video back up here. Okay. Now, you need to consider this. If this ever passes, which I highly doubt, because you think it's going to help on the tax cuts, in my opinion, no it won't. You got to consider these few factors. First off, how are these families going to get this harvest box? Who's going to deliver them to all these families that need these harvest boxes? Who's going to pay for the people who deliver these boxes? You know, I mean, who's going to what was it? A Blue Apron program. Again, they're going to pay these people to deliver the boxes. Who do you think the money is coming from? Taxpayers. Okay? How's it going to save you any money? More money is basically about the same amount. You know? Another thing. There's a liability issue you have to deal with. If these harvest boxes, if they got only certain foods on it, you have to take in another consideration. Food allergies. A lot of people can't eat certain foods because of food allergies. Or something in the food they don't know if their bodies can't handle. There's future for lawsuits. There you go, liability. More money from the taxpayers to cover the lawsuits. Take that another consideration. That stuff, you know. I mean, I said who's going to deliver this food, distribution, and it's going to hurt a lot of the grocery stores because of this too. I mean, Walmart is not going to agree, or Myers, or a lot of the majority. That food, a lot of their money comes from is those food stamps. They know you don't want to pay your taxpayers' money. You don't want to pay for that, but again, you're still paying regardless the same amount. You're paying. Who are you going to pay? Do you want to pay Walmart, Myers, or Kroger's, or any grocery store? Or do you want to pay for somebody to deliver the food to the person's family and decide what to eat? Maybe could possibly have a food allergy and something and get sued for it, for liability. Never consider that. Think about all those possibilities and do the math. There is no way in hell it's going to make any cheaper or help you on your taxes. You're still going to pay about the same amount of money just to even cover that program. It's like all we have to do when we go shopping, it's on our part, we have to provide our own transportation to the store and to get to the store to get our food. That we might have to pay somebody gas money or a cab or pay gas period in our vehicle if we even have a vehicle just to even get to the store. All that costs, I mean, especially paying the insurance on the car and stuff like that. You can just keep that vehicle legal on the road, even if it's runnable. You have to take that into consideration. You know, that comes out of our pocket for any of that, bus fare, stuff like that. You know, there's still that case. And you guys are whining about how we spend our food stamps and where we spend it and how we spend it. I can understand certain people. There are people out there that sell their food stamps to get the cash, to get drugs, alcohol, booze. And again, you're being if you know these people who are doing this, why don't you report them? If you're not reporting them, you're just as much as a hypocrite than anything else by doing that. And if you don't report them, then there's no problem going to be solved. So, see, I only get about $192 of food stamps every month. That's all I get. And that's all I have to live on of the month. It's like all these canned goods back there you see. That's not even from food stamps. That's from food pantries I go to every weekend just to cover the rest of my food for the month. That's a lot of vegetables and stuff like that. That's pretty much it. That's just still I just barely scrape by on what I get in food. And you guys are a lot of complaining about because you don't have the money to buy the food. Well, that's like you tell us we have to make different life choices all the time. You might want to consider your life choices. Think about that. If you're having trouble buying food for your house, you got to look at this. You got your car expenses, maybe a vehicle lease or something you still are paying on a monthly basis, especially your car insurance, like your house mortgage and stuff like that, your taxes and all that stuff. You got to say, well, where do it's like what we do, we are learning how to budget our stuff, and we don't have a lot of those expenses that you have or choose to have. Okay? I was like, I don't own my own house. I rent a room, for one, and I barely make, and I've been trying to look for work for the past over 10 years. Well, you can say about 12 now. again, I've been trying to find work. But again, that's why I'm self-employed. And I only make about $400 a month of what I'm doing in computer repair service. You know, and a lot of people say it's a hobby. It's not. If it's a hobby, what does Best Buy do for computer repair, or any local computer store? What's for repair? Is that a hobby? No, it's not. It's a job, actually. Yeah. Again, you guys are like saying, "Well, I'm hearing people complaining. Oh, we're eating ramen noodles, stuff for food and whatever." You know, you choose to eat that way. I mean, you take the time out of your day, budget your money, figure what you can spend and not spend it on. As like we are scraping by ourselves here, even with the food stamps. We don't have a car. Some of us don't have a car. We don't have a house to pay for. We don't have insurance and stuff like that. We have to pay for because we don't have the stuff. We can't even afford that stuff. But it seems like you guys can. But again, you gotta look at it this way. I mean, you've probably got a nice vehicle, but consider you might want to get something more, basically less nicer and less expensive. You know, learn how to. It's like you might want to take a page out of Rob's books. We have to budget our stuff. We have to learn what we have to spend our stuff on. If we might have to skip a bill a month or two, just to even get by. You know, you guys may have got enough to pay your bill completely off. Some of you can't skip a bill, I can understand that. But again, we don't have all the expenses like you have. That's the reason why we have all this stuff, like more food than you apparently think we have. You have the money to actually buy the food like we have. Just learn how to shop. And all you gotta do is go whatever place you want to shop. I know it's like you want to go to the best place, expensive food. We have to go to a lesser, better place like Sales or Aldi's or something like that. Or it has a sale or going on for food. And see, I learned how to basically budget my thing. You say go shopping at Myers. I used to shop at Myers for my groceries. But things changed since then. Prices went up. I had to find a new place. Walmart was more cheaper. So, I started shopping at my Walmart now. And like when I buy meats, like steaks, hamburger, I go to the local meat market. I buy that from there. It's a lot cheaper from buying it from Walmart. Like checking your local meat market. If you got more than one, look at what kind of prices and deals they have every month. Consider what you have to, look at the places where you're buying your stuff at. You don't have to go to a dollar store or buy some. But you go to a dollar store, you're paying more money out your butt for a pack of ramen noodles, which you can probably get cheaper like at Walmart for a big box of it, a lot cheaper. You know, you gotta look at what you're spending your money at. So you gotta take into consideration on the basically how much you're gonna save if you do this, if the American Harvest box gets passed. Yeah, which you probably won't again. You have to look at the liability issues, the distributing of the boxes to the families, what's going to cost to deliver them to the families for that food. You know, how to get it to them and get it so that, again, that's going to cost money there also. You know, you're basically paying out the same amount of money as you're paying now for food stamps. I guarantee it. So, and you're griping about a little bit of money that comes out of your paycheck every month on your taxes. That's not just for your freaking food stamps. That's for any programs like your basic Social Security, all that stuff that you need for disability and stuff like that. You know, it's not like we're not trying to find work or anything, or being lazy not to find work. Again, as I said, it's got to consider all that liability, distributing the food, how to deliver it, and basically, if you're having a problem with something, you see somebody doing something they shouldn't do with their food stamps, report it. It's simple. I mean, that's only going to fix the issue. And again, if they don't do nothing about the person who is doing the thing illegal, you got to get some more information and proof sometimes also. To prove what they're doing. You know, if you don't want to be as I said, if you don't want to be a snitch, again, you're just being a hypocrite. So, yeah. Just take those things into factor. You're just being as bad as they are, not reporting to people that who's actually selling their food stamps buying it for drugs, and stuff like that. So you're just being a bunch of hypocrite, but not reporting it in or anything else. And again, think about it: liability issues, and just how they're going to deliver it to the families. You know, that's why we have to basically they don't have to worry about, because they can. If I got sick off the box of food, I could turn around and sue whoever gave that box to me and that food. I'll sue them for getting sick off their food that you wanted us to choose. They choose for us. That's more money out of taxpayers' pocket. Consider that. You know. All right. Basically, that's what I want to get off my chest right now about that. I've been thinking about this last few days about wanting to do a video like this, and I got kittens here. They're here in all the place. Then I'm going to be hopefully begin those. It's about 2 weeks from now. I'll be finding homes for about 5 of them. I'm going to make money off those kittens, $40 a piece. So yeah. If you want to keep eyeing it out in the next 2 weeks, you'll see some kittens posting up what I'm going to be selling. But alright, that's just want to get this off my chest. Like I've been thinking about it for the past few days, and I've been trying to get this off my chest. A lot of people are complaining about it because they're not having enough food in their house, and we have more food than they do. Well, that's your choice. All you gotta do is look at what your money, how much you're getting a month, and sacrifice what you. It's called budget your money. Budget it. It's like we do. It's like we have to budget what we spend our money at, and what expenses, what you don't need. You know, you got to consider that. What you're going to need or not need. You're going to want to keep a roof over your head, or have transportation, or medical expenses. What do you want to do? You got to think about all those possible things, or how you maintain your vehicle, keep your insurance on your car, gas in your tank. Or drive less than what you usually do. You know, stop blaming your problems on us for what you're having problems with. Especially, it's on you. You made that choice. You made the want to buy lesser food than we do, and you can buy it. You know, where it depends where you shop at. Do what we do. We have to budget our food. That's why we got a lot of food. We know where to buy it at. So. Think about it. Alright. I think I'm done with this video for now. If you got any opinions, whatever, leave a comment below. And I'll leave those links to those websites. You can fact check them, recheck them, do whatever you want with them, or just ignore this video and be a freaking troll and say wham wham wham. Get a fucking job, fat slob. You might want to check out the reason my video. The reason why I'm fat and lazy video, look it up. You know, explain the whole reason why, the way I'm overweight. It's not because I eat too much. For one, I can tell you right now, everybody's claiming I eat too much. Well, I have a medical issue that causes my weight problem. Like not everybody has eating habit problems. So, if you don't want to believe me, that's fine, whatever. That's your opinion. So I know what's wrong with me, and you can just go fuck off, pretty much, if you don't believe me. Alright, I'm going to call it good on this video. I'm going to go play some America's Army. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave your comment below what your opinion is about the whole situation, about the American Harvest Box with Trump, and what you think. Thank you for watching.